Well, we all love a good slice of nostalgia every now and then. And, you know, for all that Marvel has been messing up on, and as much talk as we've been talking about, Marvel just ain't what it used to be. Marvel said, you know what? We understand. We understand. We'll fix that. But in the meantime, let's go back to the good old days of Marvel. Back then, maybe the live action stuff wasn't that great, but here, let me cut you a nice big old slice of nostalgia pie and take you back to the 90s. Ooh, just the theme song alone gives me chills. Ooh.
This shit slaps.
Ooh, look. Feel that. Yeah. Goosebumps! Ooh!
Hairy arm.
Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of hair cutting those goosebumps. But if you spread it apart, they under there. Ooh, wee. Ooh, it tingles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Get your tingles going.
Ooh. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This probably means more to a lot of people more in their 40s and 30s than it probably does for me. I watched some of it, but I can't say that I was hardcore like a lot of the people who are, again, in their 40s and 30s today and whatnot who grew up with this. A lot of millennials who grew up with this. Mm-hmm. But they, people love this show, man. And, I've seen enough of it to recognize they did an excellent job with the X-Men.
Oh, yeah.
Adapting that from the comics for this show. Some great storytelling on there. Man, they had some great scripts on that show. For it to be considered a kid's show.
Oh yeah, that was definitely one of the best things that was on Fox Kids at the time. I mean, it was this and Pokemon. I remember catching, and I was more on that. But I do remember seeing some episodes of this.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, you were right about that. Yeah, Fox Kids was a big thing back then, man. Yeah, a lot of people are saying, man, boy, all the stuff that Marvel's giving us today is great, man. But, man, I wish I could go back and just revisit that old X-Men. And I'm not talking about with reruns either. I'm talking about, man, if I had it my way, if dreams were to come true.
If dreams were not just dreams.
If dreams were not just dreams, but if they came true, you know what? I would pick back up today from where that X-Men show in the 90s left off. And I'd be damned if dreams don't come true.
Yeah,
At least this one right here.
Fate lies in our hands now.
Ooh, got the VHS and everything.
Yeah.
To me, my X-Men.
Oh, shit, he got his Avengers moment, man.
Hell yeah.
X-Men assemble. No. But man, as much goodness, and it is goodness, y'all know it, as much goodness as this trailer was giving us, was serving up to us, there is one particular thing that people got kind of salty about.
Really?
Now, maybe they're over it at this point. Maybe they actually went back and learned a few things. I heard a few things, but there was one thing, and I don't know, maybe you feel this way too, but there was one thing that they're like, man, this is good, but y'all got to fix that right there.
Yeah, there's one thing that kind of stood out to me, but it's whatever. There's so much that I like.
Okay, we'll see if it's that one thing. You hang on to that thing over there. There you go. Put it over there, man. And we're gonna box that later and see if it's the thing I'm talking about. Yeah. It was one particular thing that probably a few, but one thing that people did not like, man. And it almost took a surprise twist for some people when they learned something about it. So, so somebody in the chat, and they were right about this. Since this is picking up from the actual X-Men from the 90s, the show from the 90s, and we're picking up from where we left off, some people said, man, if you don't open this season with this.
Previously on X-Men.
They said, if you do not do that, you are missing a major opportunity.
Damn, that is, I 100% agree with that. That is definitely a Midas touch that they want to have.
Man, can you imagine like nothing ever changed? Like almost 30 years didn't even pass by.
Previously on X-Men.
Ooh, Well, that would be amazing. Y'all have to do that.
I think that they should have maybe using the old one would be cool, but having a new fresh one like just fade up.
Yeah.
Previously on the X-Men.
Oh, make it even more dramatic.
Exactly.
Previously.
Yeah.
I like the way you stretch it out. On the X-Men.
The X-Men.
Cock your eyebrow when you do that too. Yeah, I like that, man. Now there is something I'm surprised about because I think this kept the theme, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it kept that. Everybody knows that theme song, man. I mean, you had to.
Heads up!
I'm surprised they were able to keep that because
That mouse can get whatever he
Oh
wants.
hell yeah! Yeah, that's right. I forgot that they work for that mouse mafia now.
Yeah, give me your fucking iPod.
Well, you know what happened with that song, right?
No, tell me.
So that song was in a lawsuit.
Of course it was.
Yeah. And I guess they settled because I don't know if it was a Polish show or a Turkish show.
Oh,
but it was a
yeah.
cop show from back in the day, and even fans, hardcore fans of X-Men who wanted to defend X-Men, they had to sit back and it's like, yeah, they might have you on this one. Even that dude's like, damn, wait a minute, they just steal our theme? Yeah, that's the thing from the show called Linda. It's a cop show.
Okay.
And I think they sued Marvel or whatever, whoever owned
Fox at the time.
or something. Whoever owned the rights to the show, they got sued at the time because they said, come on now, this song sounds just like ours.
It does.
Yeah, and I think they won.
Yeah, they did. It's the same shit.
Yeah, they just changed it a little bit instead of
Sound like
Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
But mine is
So it's the same.
yeah. So somebody said it's just a little remix of it. Yeah, that's if you want to look at that again and hear for yourself, it's called Linda. If you look it up and type in Linda X-Men, that'll pop up. But I think this is like an 80s cop show. I think it's from Turkey. It might be Polish. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I think they won. But they won because they settled.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess when they settled, I guess it gave them the rights to continue using the song.
And it definitely buried that X-Men show for a long time because for a while people were like, where is this? Like you could probably find it on VHS, but
Yeah.
that was about it.
Yeah. But man, okay. So did my eyes deceive me, or were they about to blow up Wolverine? Because doesn't Gambit charge things to blow them up?
I'm not familiar enough with his abilities, but like to me, that just read as like one of the like how in the video games you can like combine the powers and stuff.
Okay.
Like he's invincible. Like I've seen Captain America like reflect a laser on his shield, and then he just sucks it up in his claws. Like who cares?
Okay, I thought he was about to be like him and Wolverine about to be a suicide bomber or something.
I'm gonna blow you up, bub.
But you were noticing some things here, man, because the trailer does have a lot of small little Easter eggs in there.
Yeah.
One of the main ones being the Daily Bugle that fell down, man. Like, it's Spider-Man and Mutant. And I didn't even see this. You pointed it out to me, like, in real tiny letters.
Yeah.
They have this thing, Welfare Gala, text by Eddie Brock, photos by Peter Parker. But then you went and did a deep dive on some of the mutants on the cover right there.
Yeah, I don't know all of them, but the one who's like in the far back in the picture, that's Maggot apparently on the bottom. Who sometimes,
down here?
Yeah, who sometimes is blue, but they're claimed to be like one of the weirdest X-Men characters.
What makes them weird?
That's what it said on the Wikipedia. I mean, I'd have to look. I don't know, but maybe someone in the chat can tell us.
Yeah, but so that's Maggot down there. Nice. And that looks like him because they described him like he's like a South African mutant.
Yes. Yeah, strange South African mutant. I don't even know what their ability is.
Oh, yeah. I would love to know what
Flamboyant.
That's his mutant power. He's flamboyant.
He's very flamboyant. Powers and abilities. Digestive system replaced by a hollow cavity that houses a pair of semi-sentient slugs called Eenie and Meanie.
It's good. Ugh.
Psychometric power enables him to draw psychic imprints from his environment, replaying in his mind's eye events which took place or will soon take
Okay,
place.
this is all one character?
Yeah.
The fuck? So
He
it's a
has
dude. What?
He has Madam Web abilities where
Yeah.
he can like see the future.
So he can see the future, but also has like telepathic worms in his stomach.
Yeah, uses
okay.
powerful enzymes to process and digest any solid objects in their path at super speeds, transmitting food energy back to their host to supercharge his physical size, strength, stamina.
Okay, y'all can leave that character somewhere. That's too much. That's too much mutant to have.
I think that
in
there's
one
some,
mutant.
There's like some subtle like characters. I don't remember them being in the main show, but there's some other ones who showed up there.
Looks like this woman has a suck ass mutant power. She just has deer antlers.
She's Canadian.
Yeah, Moose, Madam Moose. But that's kind of cool that they put that in there, man.
Yeah, they did that for the fans. They knew that people
Yeah.
were going to want to be looking for shit, and they're just like, here's a sheet.
Did they put any other Easter eggs out there?
The only one that came to mind is the girl chewing the bubble gum. Do we know who that is? Because she was kind of giving me vibes of Negasonic Teenage Warheads.
What you say?
No, but like that character's girlfriend in the Deadpool movie.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah.
kind of like has that vibe of one of those two, and I could see them pulling that character in there.
Let me. This
The girl chewing gum.
this chick right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that's
That's
her girlfriend.
Jubilee.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. See, I don't know shit.
Yeah, that's Jubilee right there. Yeah, it's just a simple character. Yes, Jubilee right there. I would tell you the thing that people were complaining about. So everybody was saying how great this is. Everybody's so excited to be getting this back.
Yeah, it looks like they're picking up right where they left off.
And before I even get into that, I got to say that I don't blame people for being excited because I'm looking at the trailer and I think it's amazing what they've done with the animation because they took the animation back to that 90s style.
Yeah.
But you can tell it's a little improved.
Yeah,
Like it's just a little better.
It reminds me of Invincible, straight up.
Does it?
Yeah, like it has like that quality to it, I would say.
Yeah, no, it's the animation is just a little better, man. It's a little slicker, but they've managed to capture the same feel and style from the 90s. So everybody's looking at this and they're saying, man, you're just bringing everything back. You're getting everything right. You're hitting all the marks. You're checking all the boxes, except for one of the main things that I want to hear, not see. One of the main things I want to hear when this was brought back.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, bub. Keep buzzing in my ear.
People are like, whoa, wait a minute, that ain't Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's not the Wolverine that I remember hearing. A lot of people did not like the voice of Wolverine, and they're saying, a lot of people saying, look, man, the way he sounds now, anybody could have come and done that voice. You could have got any fan to go in and do that voice. Who the hell is that? Who did they replace the original guy with? The original guy, his name is Cal Dodd. There he is right there. And they replaced him with Cal Dodd. It's the same guy. Yeah, it's the same dude, and everybody thought they changed the voice. The guy's older now. You say how many years have passed by?
Yeah, that man, I was thinking that it was a recast, but it's funny that idea that I put to the side. That's what I was thinking. I was like, he doesn't sound quite right. That wasn't the best take of that line.
Yeah, so man, it's just I think the guy just got older, and so they used the guy's name is Cal Dodd. And it's the same guy that's been doing Wolverine for years, or at least at the time was doing Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, come on, like we said, how many years has passed since?
This, over 25 years.
Yeah, so we're talking about almost 30 years. The guy just got older. So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
So because you're one of the people who did not like the voice, even though it's the original guy. So do you think they should have recast?
I don't. And here's the reason why I think that we should let them cook, as they say. When the RoboCop new video game came out, some of Peter Weller's deliveries, I was like, what the fuck, man? He sounds like an old guy. But then when I finally played the game, it was amazing. And all his line deliveries were really good. So maybe that was something they slapped together and they just didn't use the best take. Because sometimes that happens, especially in animation. Like they'll have a different take of of his delivery. But he does sound off there. But I need to see the whole thing.
Yeah. Some people are saying maybe they should use some text to adjust it. Some tech. Sorry, not
Some
tech.
AI.
Maybe some AI. So you don't think they should have recast it? And maybe, like you said, maybe we'll just get used to it.
Yeah, we'll get used to it. I mean, obviously, I always think that they should recast me as Wolverine, but I think that it could be just that one line. But it did sound off to me. I did notice that.
Okay, play it one more time here.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, bub. Keep buzzing in my ear.
Yeah, the bub sounds wrong.
I don't know. It sounds a little. Sounds a little goofy to me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound gravelly enough.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, bub. Yeah, that's what it is. It's not gravelly enough. Hey, bub.
Hey, but he almost sounded like a Canadian guy, which he is. Maybe he's leaning into that. Hey, I'm a little older now. I'm Wolverine, huh?
Yeah, okay, ain't that bad. Hey, I have a feeling. No, now that's what happens when people are very nostalgic for things. Sometimes, there's just, you want everything to be perfect. And sometimes we're just listening or watching or looking at something too hard.
Yeah.
I do believe that once this goes and everybody kind of gets used to it and everybody gets into it, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, and it could just be that one line.
Yeah, you're right. It could just be that one line right there. We'll see. We shall see.
But I get why everyone is on it. Like, like that Peter Weller example, like that shit when they were releasing, I was like, dude, it sounds like an old guy. Or another example would be for a movie with Harrison Ford. Like, you'd have that young face, and you sound like an old man.
Okay, that was weird. I could not get used to that.
No,
not at all. But hey, man, it's I'm excited for this. And like I said, I wasn't as into it as some people were younger than me were into it at the time. I mean, this is by the time this came out, I think either I was in college or I was probably out of college and working at this point. For a lot of other people, though, this is what they watched when they, Saturday mornings, came home from school or whatever. This was a routine for kids, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is a ritual for kids, and a lot of people hold this dear to their heart, and I can understand that. What do you think about the whole thing with Magneto, man?
I think that's exciting. I love that character, and
you like his look?
I'm not crazy about it. He kind of looks like The Witcher a little bit.
He does, man.
He kind of looks like he's missing a witch hat or something like that. But I don't think it sounds good, and I like that character. I believe in this.
Well, I like them big juicy lips they gave him right there.
He kind of looks like an evil archer type of character or something.
I like when you said the Witcher or somebody's evil grandmother or something, man. But I'm looking forward to this, man. I think it's gonna be fun. I really love the animation they did on this.
Yeah, it goes to show that maybe they're thinking a little bit more about their ideas, because picking up from that cartoon, that alone makes this deserve a chance.
I think whoever's putting this together, and I don't know who's writing this, I don't know who's putting this together, producing this, but I truly believe they have a real love for this property and know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love how they're going full swing with the X-Men now. The people will be like, well, Miss Marvel's where they first appeared. It's like bullshit. Deadpool was the Deadpool trailer was the real introduction to the X-Men.
No, if you noticed, after I was telling Martin this, X-Men introducing even just one X-Man into the MCU, that should have been an event. Mm-hmm. That should have been huge. Do you notice because it was in the Marvels, no one gave a shit?
Yeah. I mean, I also remember that they had, Xavier, and they had John Krasinski as the Fantastic Four guy in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, we want to see mutants.
Yeah.
When they showed, spoiler here, when they showed, you don't care, do you, people?
Of course
nobody else gave a shit, so you might as well hear it from me. When they showed Beast at the end of the Marvels, that should have been huge. People should have been talking about that probably more than the movie. No one gave a shit. No one talked about it at all.
They just showed him with a clipboard giving someone a prescription, and then it ended.
Yeah, and that was they were done, man. But yeah, man. So, but this right here, they definitely are trying to get us into. They're trying to give us X-Men fever now. Because the X-Men are going to be coming now. We know this. They're going to be. We're going to be seeing them more and more. We're going to be hearing about them more and more in the MCU. So, they're trying to cash in on anything X-Men that they can to kind of get us ready for it. And that's good.
Yeah,
They keep doing it like this.
Especially if they're going to do it like this, because it gives them time to actually develop these characters. But I'm not super familiar with the original series, so I don't know if Spider-Man showed up and stuff like that. But people are saying that there's rumors out there that this is like the beginning of like their animated universe. Like I saw an image, I don't know if it was real, but they were saying Spider-Man 94 is another thing that we could get,
Okay.
And I would love to see something like that.
Okay, I would too. Let's just take it one step at a time.
Yeah.
Let's
Take it easy.
Yeah, let's not go crazy now.
But I love that opening shot of the city. It reminded me of that Spider-Man show that we watched. Like the neon colors of it all.
You talking about like right here? This right here?
Yeah, that. Like it reminded me of that MTV Spider-Man show that we watched.
I remember that one. Well, you guys excited about this? Any X-Men fans out there? Want to share with us how you feel about this? Whether this is something that you are excited about or not?